This is the plaintiff, Jacob Craig Phelps. He says the defendant is his mother and she owes him for holding his items and refusing to return them to him. Mother or no mother, this is not right. These are his things. He wants them. And if he has to sue his own mother to get her to give him his things back or the money they're worth, then so be it. He's suing for $1,503, the money he's owed. This is the defendant, Michelle Phelps. She says the plaintiff, her 19-year-old son, was arrested for a DUI, so she took the car, which is in her name, away from him. He got so mad he moved out of her house immediately and told her she could do whatever she wanted with the stuff he left behind. Now he's suing her for it and for the car, which is in her name. Oh, good luck, sonny boy. She's accused of being unmotherly.
All parties, please use your right hand. Be seated, come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor. You're welcome, ma'am.
Jacob Craig Phelps, you are suing your mother.
Yes.
For $1,500 and things that, according to you, belong to you, but she has and won't give you.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
And you were living at home until when?
The 27th.
27th of?
Last year, December.
Of December.
Yes.
And what happened on the 27th?
I got arrested for a DUI.
Okay. And whose car were you driving?
My car, it is in her name. It was in her name for insurance and registration reasons.
Oh, why did you say in your complaint she put the car and the insurance under her name as an abuse of power? What did you mean by that?
Because if I hadn't put it under her name, she wasn't going to let me have a car at all.
Why don't you just get your own car that you pay for yourself?
No, I did end up paying for it.
How much did you pay?
I paid $500 at the time.
How much did Mommy pay for you?
$1,500.
Right. So if you don't want someone else in your business, then you go out and you make money and you move out, you get your own apartment, like everyone else does when they don't want their mother in their business anymore. So you got a DUI in the car. Was it the first DUI?
Yes.
All right. Was the car totaled?
No.
Was it hit at all?
No.
No, you were just stopped and you got a DUI. What ended up happening with that DUI?
It's still pending.
Okay. Did you blow into an intoxilizer?
Yes.
What was your blood alcohol level?
2.03, I think.
Nino. 2 point what?
03.
What's the legal limit in your state?
It's 0.08, I believe.
0.08. So we're talking almost 3 times the legal limit.
Yes.
Okay. Did you guys get into a fight after the DUI? Did your mom end up angry at you? What happened that you decided all of a sudden at that moment to move out?
It was mainly just because I kind of had a foreshadowing that this was how things were going to go.
No. What made you move out? You got arrested for a DUI. Who
Yes.
gets you out of jail?
Despite asking them not to release me to her, they released me to her anyway.
Well, you're a grown man. They don't release you to anybody. I don't know what that means. If you're a big boy, you're a big boy. You are an adult. You are of legal age. So how did you get out of jail?
They told me to go upstairs and that my mother was going to pick me up. I asked to stay, and they said, if you do stay, then we're going to have to charge you with more.
That doesn't make any sense. What more could they charge you with?
I guess trespassing.
Did you bond him out?
No, he was released to my custody for the DUI.
Okay, was there a hearing where a judge decided that?
No, he was allowed a phone call. I got a phone call at 11:44, and they said yes, that he was there, and that because he had a sober ride to come get him, that I could come and pick him up.
Oh, so you were the sober ride?
Yes.
Okay. So then what happens? What's it like in the car, the two of you, when you pick him up? Were you yelling at him? Were you fighting or anything, or no?
No.
All right. When do you find out he wants to move out?
He ended up getting rearrested that night.
Oh, for what?
It was a possession of a dangerous weapon.
What
and
was the weapon?
A baseball bat.
What happened that night? You got arrested for what?
Going for a walk.
He came
With a baseball bat?
We live in a rural part of Connecticut, and so yes, I brought a bat along with me, which was not unusual to bring it out with me, and just in case there were bears, wildlife, anything like that.
Okay, but why would the police arrest you?
Because she had called the police on me.
Okay, let's back up. What happened?
We got,
You want to talk? Who are you? You're the sister?
Yes, I was asleep when Mom woke me up because she got the call and she told me to watch the dogs.
The DUI call or the
Yes.
next
Yes, the DUI call.
one? Okay.
They came home and Jacob came into the house and I was back in my room with my door closed, but I heard his footsteps. I didn't know he had grabbed the bat, but he had left. I heard him close the door again. And then Mom came in and said that Jacob had left our house with a baseball bat and that she was recalling the police.
Okay, he had left the house with a baseball bat to do what? What did you think he was doing?
he made, being drunk, he made allegations in the car of just stupid stuff, but stupid.
Like what? No, listen.
Okay.
I'm very frustrated. I'm trying to get a story out of it, and everybody's very cagey and doesn't want to say anything. No. I want to know exactly what he said that would propel you to call the police when he went for a walk with a bat. Go ahead.
First off, I was already on the phone with the state police again because
Why?
because he had not gotten his phone returned or a little pocket knife that his sister had just given him for Christmas. So I was already on the phone when he left my custody and was walking down the street.
So why did you tell the police he left? Because you felt like you're supposed to have him in your custody the entire time as opposed to give him a ride? What is it that you're telling the police?
That I was asking for his phone back. I was already on.
Yes, I know. And then when you why do you tell the police he just walked out the door?
Because as he was walking down the street, he pulled a baseball bat out of the back of his thing and he started tapping it on the bridge as he was walking. And I said, oh, by the way, just so you're aware, my son just, that you released to my custody just left and he's walking away with a baseball bat. And
Doing
then
what? What was he tapping?
the bridge. We live by a bridge. He was tapping the bridge as he was walking.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Have you had these kind of problems with him before?
Not to this extent, no.
Was this out of character for him to drink this much or no?
Yes.
It is out of character.
To my knowledge, yes.
So you got the police involved again, then they arrest him that night and do what with him?
They sent the dogs to, well.
The dogs?
I went, after I got off the phone with the police, I went to track to see where Jacob had gone. And when I was coming back around, Officer Kinney had come back and he'd given me the phone. When I was talking to Officer Kinney at the end of our driveway, he asked about the bat. And I said, I don't know if he's intending to do harm with it, if he's intending to go vandalize
Did you
with
get
it.
arrested for the bat?
Yes.
Did you get taken back to jail?
Yes.
And then when did you get out of jail?
The next morning after having the court hearing.
And so you had the court hearing, and what were your release conditions then?
Promise to appear.
Okay, so you get out, and where do you go?
I go to live with my friend.
Okay, and is that where you're living now?
Yes.
All right, now at some point he comes back to the house to get some things. When does the discussion happen that, hey, Mom, I'm moving out? When does that happen?
It doesn't.
Has he ever moved out before?
Yeah, sort of.
Has he ever sued you before?
No.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All this happened when?
December 26th and December 27th of 2019.
Have you talked to him since then?
Not since he showed up on the January 8th of 2020.
What happened on January 8th?
That is when I was home and he got the rest of his stuff from the house.
What's everybody's game plan? Just that's it? You're never going to talk to each other again? That's the game plan? Was this a close family before this?
Yes.
Are you two close?
We were starting to get close, and then he went up to Job Corps, and then he just changed. And
What's Job Corps?
It's where you go to become, I guess, a tradesman or
Okay.
study in a trade. And
How long was he at Job Corps?
A year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half.
According to you, since the car is in her name and she will not give it to you because you got a DUI on it, you want her to give you the $500 you put towards the car, correct?
Yes.
Yet you drove the car for how long?
6 months, 7 months,
Right,
thereabouts?
and that's supposed to cost you zero because she's your mother and she has to provide you with a ride? So no. As far as the printer's concerned, what happened to the printer? It was where? What room?
It was in the corner of the living room.
Okay, and where is the print? Oh, the printer's here?
We have the printer right here.
Okay, well, that one's taken care of. Eyeglasses, tell me about that.
So after we'd just gotten home, went to go and put them on. They were the wrong prescription. I said I'd bring them back. She just kind of snatched them and said, well, I'll go and fix it, even though I insisted that I could. All it took was going back up to the eye doctors and getting.
How would you be able to fix his eye prescription? He's got to be there, be tested again.
That is not how it went down.
How did it go down?
They both went to get their eyes checked. They got their prescriptions. She was in the room with Jacob, and I guess he was complaining in the room, even at that time, that the doctor was going too fast, and he ended up with the wrong prescription. When it came time to get the glasses and have them fitted, Alexa is the only one that came with me to get them fitted. Jacob chose not to come.
Okay, but what's the big deal? Where are the glasses?
They're right here.
Great, fabulous. Glasses are done. A DSLR camera.
Yes.
What's that?
It's
Just basically everything you had in your 18 years you want it back? Like, what is going on?
No, these are possessions that I specifically got on my own.
All right, so the DSLR camera, what kind of camera is that?
It's fancy. It's like a Nikon.
What model of Nikon? Nikon has a lot of models.
N700, I believe.
Okay, and where did you leave it?
It was in my room.
Did you go back with your grandmother, your mother,
Yes.
to get some items?
Yes.
And did you get the camera then, or did you forget it, or what?
No, it was nowhere to be seen.
Okay, so did you mention it then? Hey, where's my camera?
I had been mentioning it for months.
Okay, all right. Well, then what makes you think she has it? If for months you're mentioning it and she's like, I don't know. Do you have the camera?
No.
Do you have the camera?
No.
Does anyone know where he lost his camera?
The last time the camera was seen was when Jacob and I lived
In a different house?
Yes.
So how is it that you are going to make her pay you to get a new camera that you lost?
That's not even when I got the camera. I got the camera while I was at Job Corps.
Okay, again, you lost the camera. Why is it that she has to pay for the camera?
Because
If you, for months, were asking where's the camera, it's not like you got a DUI, she got mad at you, so she destroyed your camera. It's literally, your camera has been missing. It's your camera. Why does she have to pay for your camera that you lost?
because it didn't just go missing. It was, to my
What evidence do you have
understanding.
that your mother stole your camera? Do you really think your mother is going to steal your camera? Do you think your mother's a thief?
Yes.
What happened here? Literally, I need to know what happened here between you and your mother, the woman who gave you life.
I grew up in an incredibly abusive household. and-
How so? Abusive how?
I mean, do you want to see the crook in my nose?
So you mean physically?
Physically, emotionally, mentally. I just kind of want to get what I feel I'm owed and move on with my life.
Well, that's great if you're owed it, but you can't prove to me that somehow she's responsible for you losing your camera months ago. All right, now what's the action camera?
Like a GoPro. It's a cheaper version of a GoPro.
And when was the last time you saw that?
Also months ago when all of my camera equipment, to my understanding, was given to my younger sibling.
What makes you say that?
Because in discussions between me and Michelle, we had said on several occasions that
Are you calling your mother Michelle? Or is Michelle the sister?
the sister is Alexa.
Okay, so you're calling your mother Michelle. Go ahead.
Yes. And so Michelle and I had discussions that they were somewhere in Alexa's room
No.
and that they had to be found.
Okay, did you think they were in Alexa's room?
There was a couple of cameras that he had. It was like a Sony.
Are there any cameras here? Because you got a grab bag of goodies.
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
All right, were his cameras in your room?
No, Your Honor. I have my own collection of cameras that I use because I also like photography. Most of the cameras have been gifted to me through birthdays, Christmases, and stuff like that.
Let's talk about the mountain bike. On the mountain bike, when did you no longer use your mountain bike? When you went off to Job Corps?
Yes.
What'd you do with the mountain bike?
It was left at home.
Okay, in the other house. And then where's the mountain bike now? He says he wants it. Is it his? Is it?
The mountain bike is currently in my dad's work after we had moved it. And
Why'd you move it?
we didn't want anyone taking it.
Meaning him.
Yes.
Okay, but why if it's his bike?
He had given me it as a gift.
When?
I can't remember the exact year, but it was a birthday gift.
He gave you his used bike as a birthday gift.
No, he bought it new. It was a brand
it was
new.
never his bike?
No.
He bought you a bike?
Yes.
You
It's
guys
a
were
blue-
tight enough where he bought you a mountain bike?
Yes. It was a blue mongoose. I still have it, and it's in perfect working condition.
So why did you think he was going to try to take it if it was never his?
Because he has a habit of claiming my items as his own.
Where's Dad in all this? Is he in the picture?
Not any longer, no.
When did he stop being in the picture?
June of last year.
Now, is he in the picture in their lives?
He's in my life.
Why isn't he in his life?
Jacob has stated that he wants nothing to do with Dad.
Or mom or sister?
It's not so much that I didn't want nothing to do with my father, it's that around the age of 7, he wanted nothing to do with me.
No.
We stopped doing anything family related. I wasn't invited. I've been the outcast of this family for a while. Someone needed a scapegoat. It was me.
But she didn't lose interest in being your mother, right? She went so you could have a safe ride and get out of jail and not spend a night in jail. She tells the police that you're outside with a bat because she's worried about your safety. She didn't abandon you, yet she's the one that you're suing.
Your Honor, may I add to that? It was not at the age of 7 that my husband lost interest in having Jacob as a son. It was after Jacob sexually assaulted his sister and was arrested for that as a juvenile that my husband wanted nothing to do. Hence the reason Jacob and I had to move out of the house.
How old are you?
18 now.
Is this something that you are okay? I'm not going to discuss it with you or grill you or anything else, but are you okay with that having been said? That's
Yes.
what I mean.
I've been going to therapy and to deal with it and to help cope. It has helped, but it is still kind of a sore topic.
You, my dear, are a brave young lady to attack this head on in my courtroom. I commend you for owning the situation rather than continuing to make yourself a victim of it. You are a survivor and you're an inspiration. And I hope that you're able to heal and lead a happy and productive life. It purportedly happened how long ago?
They were 13 and 14.
Did he admit to it?
Yes.
In other words, was it, no, that's not true, she's lying all the time, you know?
No.
Did you want to respond to any of that?
The entire time I said that it was untrue. They sealed the case. There's never been any actual judgment on it.
Yes, there was.
Those are just blatant lies.
Do you have a receipt for the bike?
No, that was bought.
The Wii,
Is right here. It has all the cables, all the games, and all the controllers we could find, as long as with the connection cables, but it will not work because it is broken.
how are you supporting yourself right now?
I've been successfully holding down a job.
Do you have your own apartment?
I am renting a room.
Do you have your own room?
Yes.
Do you have any interest in a relationship with your brother? No. You're done. Do you think a relationship with your son is possible at this point?
No, I do not.
Okay.
I think this is the straw that broke the camel's back, which is sad.
It
'Cause
is.
we were the three of us were pretty close.
I'm not going to order your mother to pay you $1,503 so you can start your life. You can just start your life.
I've been doing it successfully since.
Good for you. Then go on and lead your life and don't sue your mama for stuff you had when you used to live with your mama. It seems like you've taken enough. Verdict for the defendant.
Well, in a very difficult case to hear all about, Jacob, the judge has found against you, turned you down for your request.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say about what just went on in here?
It's unfortunate. After 19 years of abuse, I thought maybe, I'd be able to get some sort of resolve for the situation. Not what I feel like was necessary, but what I actually felt physically I was owed from material possessions, because that's all that really, unfortunately a court can count.
Was it hard for you to sue your mother?
I mean, yes and no. Unfortunately, we just haven't had a good relationship in years.
And obviously, this didn't help that.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I want to just move on with my life because.
Okay.
You
I
have-
think you're going to get that opportunity right now.
Thank you.
Michelle, You know, this is very difficult for you to open up and talk about. I understand that. We all do. Is there anything you want to say that we haven't heard?
No, it's just unfortunate. It really is. It's just unfortunate that it came down to this for mistakes that I didn't make. That's all there is to it.
This is the end of it, you think,
Yes.
with him?
Well, hopefully not, but yes, I have a feeling this, like I told the judge, this is the straw that broke the camel's back.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sorry for what you've been through.
Oh, that's okay. We're surviving.
What do you think, Harvey?
It was awfully brave of the daughter, Doug, to show up in court and tell the story. If you are abused, there are all sorts of places that you can get help now, and they're available online. You might even start with a low-cost or even free consultation by calling your bar association referral service.